Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. It's Alan Barry Labucan with the Alan Barry Reports. It's at alanbarryreports.com, and I'm also the CEO of Advanced Gold, which is publicly traded on the Venture Exchange. The symbol is AAX. We have a couple very exciting projects down in Mexico, and we're getting ready to start drilling those again. The Tabasqueña project, which is our key project, quite soon. It has a very large geophysical anomaly on it, and we plan on drilling at towards the guts of that big geophysical anomaly. I invite you to check out the website at advancedgold.ca, and you can see a lot of the news and do your homework on the company. I've been noticing an increase in the news that's out on juniors lately. It's very encouraging. Today, I had several companies that I looked through to consider for the show, but really what I'm looking for is a combination of good news and stock charts that look primed to perform well over the short term and for the longer term. And so I only found a couple of those, two companies to talk about today. But before I get started on that, I'm going to start with some of the trends that I see. One of those is in gold. I've been noticing gold has been, since it ran up after the COVID crisis, and it's been kind of going sideways at the, let's say, 1680 to 17 and a half, 1750 kind of range. This is on the futures market. And the nearest month. And so I've been looking lately for a breakout. I think that there's a perfect storm created. You can see that somewhat in the US dollar. It had been sort of the investment of last resort after during the COVID crisis. But then it started going sideways here. And I was expecting to see a breakdown. And we got that breakdown. I think there's more legs to that. And, you know, basically one of the fuels for the US dollar is when the Federal Reserve is raising interest rates. With all the debt that's out there, I don't think that they can appreciably, in any significant way, raise interest rates anytime soon. I don't think they can ever. You know, you've got the $25 trillion in debt, government debt, and you've got household debt, and you know, the debt is just so high that any kind of increases in interest rates, and you're going to basically just kill any kind of economic growth. And right now, for the foreseeable future, I think they're staying right here around negative interest rates. Another trend that I look at is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, S&P 500. These are good indicators of what's going on with the big cap stock market and the market in general. After the big crash, you know, during the COVID crisis, it's recovered a lot of those gains. And I really think that that's just a dead cat bounce kind of action. You know, it's very overvalued of late, and came off in the last couple of days of trading last week. I think it's got a lot lower to go. I think it'll go right through this support here and test this next, that 18,500 range and go below that. I just see that there's just not a lot of reasons to own stocks these days, other than the Fed being very accommodative, but eventually that gets expensive, and I don't think that lasts forever. So I'm bearish on stocks. I'm bearish on US dollars. I'm very bullish on gold. I think we have a perfect storm for it to go higher, and the next move will be a breakout to the upside and get it over 1800. So that's what I'm looking for on that front. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about is I got a couple companies. One of them is Precipitate Gold. Their symbol on the Venture Exchange is PRG. PRG has a, let's see here, PRG. They're just going to go to their site here on CEO.ca, which is a website I use often. They've got 105 million shares out and a $17 million valuation. So the next thing I looked at is they had news out on Friday, or last week, sorry, and my screen share doesn't want to cooperate with me. I'll go to the news section and pick up that news. It was on June the 19th. And what they had talked about is starting of Precipitate commences field work on the Kopi Hill epithermal gold zone at Ponton project in the Dominican Republic. What makes the Dominican Republic so exciting is the big mine of Barrick, and that's the Pueblo Viejo project. Just a big high-grade system, and these guys have done a lot of sampling, and they've got their gold and soil samples, and they're starting to get those ready they want to do some ground geophysics next, and then I hope to see some drilling out of this project. Now, going back to the stock chart, if you notice, get rid of some of these extra screens. It's been going sideways as well, somewhat like the price of gold. It had had a pretty good move up when gold was going up from March to May, and been going sideways. I'm really liking this. I think we're going to see a golden cross here any day now, and that could add a lot of fuel to this stock. I think we're going to see it break out and trade into the 20s, maybe up to 30 range. So I'm really positive about the projects they have in the Dominican Republic, very positive about the stock chart. And so PRG is one for you to look at. Do your homework. I like that one a lot. The next company is Japan Gold. It's also been going sideways for several months, but recently they had news out. Oh, I hate these cookie announcements. Every company has to put them out there. The news release was Japan Gold announces encouraging results from geochemical and geophysical surveys identifying additional drill targets at its Ora Takamine gold project. This is in Japan, where they're looking for the next kind of Hishikari type deposits. Hishikari is one of the greatest gold mines, high grade, lots of it. It's in Japan. Japan has really not had any exploration in a long, long time. And Japan Gold is one of the companies that are in there. As you can see, they've done a lot of work on their surface sampling. They've identified some serious anomalies. Next thing is to get in there and do some drilling. That's the next big thing. Here's some, I believe these are, this is a gravity survey. So you can see some gravity anomalies that are associated with those geochem anomalies. Very good combination there, and I'm hoping to see some drilling work out of these guys fairly soon. Let's go back to their stock chart. Oh, wait, before I do that, I'll get on to their how much stock they have out. That's always an important part for me. 154 million shares out. You know, that's getting up there, but what I like is these guys are shooting for the stars. So if they find, you know, something that looks anything like Hishikari, I think you're going to see some very good performance out of these guys. And again, this flatlining stock looks like it's trying to head towards a golden cross here over the next 2-3 weeks. And I expect that could happen quite easily with the quality of the projects that they have. They're partnered up with Barrick Gold as well. And so JG is the stock symbol. Their website is japangold.com. Check them out there. I'm going to leave it at that for today. As I said, these two are ones that I like, the combination of the work that they're doing, the news that they've had out, and that their stock charts look like they're ready to go higher. As I can say, the same thing with the price of gold. And really, I don't think that the market really grasps how perfect the perfect storm is. for the price of gold and the gold juniors, especially the good exploration companies. This industry needs a lot more good discoveries. The mining companies are mining out everything that they can. The head grades at every mine is going down dramatically, as are the discovery grades. There's just not a lot of great exploration and discoveries happening, and we need more of that. So I really, I think that we're looking for a lot higher prices for the price of gold, and juniors that are doing good work. Check out the companies, the three companies, my company, Advanced Gold, and these other two companies, and do your homework on those. On that note, remember these shows are for information purposes only. It's important for you to do your homework and speak with your financial advisors before making any investment decisions. On that note, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.